this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. Well, Caitlyn Jenner, used to be known as Bruce Jenner, forgot that he is living in a glass house. So she decided to throw a rock at O.J. Simpson and got some rocks thrown back at her. So upon hearing of the passing of O.J. Simpson, she tweeted, "Good riddance." DJ Mr. Exclusive tweeted to her, sir, ma'am, you killed Bruce. Pipe down and sit this one out." And then Caitlyn came back and said, "I know you all think it's cute to compare a fatal car accident with multiple vehicles involved to a brutal murder. But remember, O.J. said something to the effect of, I could kill her and get away with it because I'm O.J. Well, the big difference between Caitlyn Jenner and O.J. Simpson is she was found guilty of vehicular manslaughter or something like that. And O.J. Simpson was found not guilty. So there is a difference. O.J. Simpson did and said a number of stupid things while he was riding the wave of fame and fortune and popularity. He could not foresee the future and know how he was going to go out. And this is a cautionary tale for people who think that fame, money, and or popularity can save them in a critical situation, because it very well may not. He also said something like, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Well, it turned out he was black and OJ. And where black people have pretty much forgotten about what happened with him, or are willing to let him rest in peace if he can, now that he's dead, white people have not, and that's who he was pandering to. So again, you don't have to watch yourself. You have to watch yourself, because you don't know who might come to your rescue, and more importantly, you don't know who might betray you in your time of need. So the dragon of Caitlyn continued. Somebody posted, I know you're not talking. And then they posted, Bruce Jenner sued over fatal car accident. Apparently, Caitlyn Jenner thought that because it was ruled an accident, that people had forgotten it, or that they wouldn't bring it up. But somebody still died in that accident. A 69-year-old woman died in that accident that he caused. And then he's going to get up here, or she's going to get up here and tweet something about O.J. Simpson, thinking that nobody was going to remember what she did. And of course they did. I thought this was funny from Juvie, who said, you call a white woman a man and everyone angry, but it's okay when they call black women and black female athletes men. And I think that's a very good point to make. And then Corey Cross came out and said, I said you couldn't tell the difference between Melania Trump and Caitlyn Jenner, and they were pissed. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. They're running around here calling black women men, and then you make a comparison between two white women that they want to think's beautiful, especially Melania, then they get mad. So this OJ thing has brought out all kinds of arguments, and it's good for this kind of hypocrisy to be pointed out. 9 with the blue check said, you were the cause of the accident, and you were the cause of somebody's death and paid your way out of it. And then it has the headline, Caitlyn Jenner to pay $800,000 settlement for 2015 fatal car crash. The former Olympian did not face criminal charges. So see, but still caused somebody's death. Kennedy Clark, blue check, said, calm down, killer. It's not a contest. We know you killed someone. It's just speculation with juice. And then Built to Last, blue check, said, you are both awful. Glad we could settle that. Mrs. Betty Bowers said, I would like it to be noted that I came to your defense on this issue. So I guess she was defending Bruce Jenner, or Caitlyn Jenner. They called her Bruce in that accident report. Thomas Makazek said, I'll say this, it takes balls to be a woman in today's world. And so that's a dig at his transgender status. Miss Virgo said, with multiple vehicles involved, your vehicle was the cause of it and you still killed somebody and got away with it just like he did. Be quiet. You still killed somebody and escaped charges. See, there you go. And Malinka said, wait till you hear about the guy who said he could shoot someone on Fifth Avenue and get away with it. And that was Donald Trump. See, these men are just so arrogant. They get money and they get fame and, they just start thinking that they're invincible and that nothing can happen to them. And then something happens to them and they start playing victim like Donald Trump. One of the funniest tweets was somebody comparing Caitlyn Jenner with Mrs. Doubtfire. I think D.L. Hughley did that first. But apparently Caitlyn got really upset about it because, first of all, she doesn't seem to think that people remember that she used to be a man. And number two, she seems to think that because she wasn't involved in a sensational trial, that people have forgotten that she caused a fatal accident in which an innocent person lost her life. She thought she was just going to get on there and tweet something about O.J. Simpson, and all of her fans were going to come in and agree with her, which many of them did. But there's a group of people, and I don't know if they're black or white, probably a mixture, who have said O.J. was not convicted of murder. A few days ago, I read a post by an LAPD officer who was on the force and an investigator on the O.J. Simpson case, and he said that they had other leads about who committed those crimes that were better leads with more evidence than O.J. Simpson. But Gil Garcetti, who was the police chief at the time, would not let them pursue those leads. And that is when they fired him as chief of police of the LAPD, of the Los Angeles Police Department. Black people have been complaining about him for years for being racist and for condoning illegal police practices. But there were a lot of reasons why people didn't believe that O.J. did it, but people just wanted it to be him because it was so sensational. And that was, I think the husband is always the first suspect. And they just wanted to get him because he had really made a lot of people sick, including people like me. He had really gotten beside himself. And that was evident after he got off, after he was exonerated, when he went on and behaved just like nothing had happened, and that life was just going to go back like it was before the whole thing happened. So he's not a personal favorite of mine. The basketball player Kareem Abdul-Jabbar just posted an article saying what a disappointment and a failure he was to the black community because he removed himself from the black community and he became OJ, and we see where that got him. I will say again, and will continue to say, that I don't believe he did it. I don't believe he committed those crimes, but you can carry yourself in such a way that when your chips are down in your life, nobody is willing to give you a hand up. I wasn't sorry when they put him in jail because I thought he should have behaved better. But anyway, this was interesting and this was kind of funny because if you live in a glass house, you shouldn't be throwing stones. And if you cause the death of a person, even if it's accidental, when you start talking about somebody else taking somebody's life, you should preference it with what you did. Because if you don't, somebody else will. When somebody's dead, they're still dead. So the family of the woman who lost her life in that car accident were just as devastated by the loss of their loved one as the families of the people that he was accused of deleting. So, when you live in a glass house, don't throw no stones because somebody going to turn around and throw some back at you, right? Y'all let me know what you think about this video. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video, and as always, have a great day.